So, Milind, we have, I think we got a good clue about two-wheeler market and some idea of, I don't think that correlation between intent to buy and finance was so good, but we got some idea that people who borrow, who have borrowed or who have borrowings,
are willing to borrow.
Are likely to borrow more to buy a two-wheeler or something. Okay, that's fine. So, somehow going down this path of looking at consumer information, it's purchasing decisions, information, and then trying to figure out patterns of lending and all is a little far-fetched, I think. There should be a direct way of doing it by going directly to the other side, the user side. Where are the loans coming from? It's coming from certain kinds of financial institutions which lend, right? So, can't we just take data that is originating from financial institutions?
Sure.
Production data, producer data.
But
so, wherever originations are there, wherever loans are originated, and surely these things are getting reported somewhere, right? CIBIL score. There are these credit rating scores. There are various places where loan information gets reported. So, if you can collect data
from that
origination data, loan origination data, it may have very few fields. That's fine.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Suppose we get hold of data like that and stare at it for some time. You're getting a picture. You got a this side picture.
Correct.
You get a picture of that side.
You got a demand side picture.
You got a demand side picture. Now you will get a supply side picture. And that together they will, give you a much better view of what's going on in this industry, right? So you want to understand basically what kind of lending is going on in the marketplace.
So
who's lending?
People will be willing to share this data, GV?
Well, for study purposes, samples you can always get.
Okay. Okay.
Right? You can always get samples. So sample data you can get.
Okay.
With anonymized, of course. People share. And they do share because people credit scores and all that have to be prepared. So everybody's lending has to be shared, right? With the credit agency, credit rating agency. So, and I think even government, RBI also mandates, I think, some amount of sharing without anonymous sharing of loans, right? Because they calculate which loans are potentially going to become non-performing, bad loans and so on, right?
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
So, assume we have some origination data.
Sure.
Then we can hopefully study it and make a better picture. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So, I understand that we have such a data.
Yes,
right?
we've got one data set. So maybe we should look at that data set. Okay. It doesn't have, compared to the previous data sets, it's somewhat
sparse.
It has lots of rows, but fewer columns.
Okay.
So if you look at
one row is what? One row is one?
One loan.
One single loan.
Yeah. I think we have like almost 8,000 information about 8,000 loans. Yeah, so it's a lot.
That had a fewer number of rows, more columns, more rows.
Correct.
I see.
Because this is also a sample, but it's a bigger sample, I think.
Okay.
That was a smaller sample. But it has only some 11 columns.
Okay.
So the first column is loan ID, which is like a unique ID of
each loan,
right? So that the lender can keep track of, Milind has borrowed 10 lakh rupees to buy a house kind of thing. The second is, the second and third columns have to be read together, right? So it tells us when the loan was first given.
So if it says Q1 FY20, it means given as April to June of.
Yeah. So FY here means financial year. Financial year in India begins on April 1st and ends March 31st.
So FY20 would be
the year ending 31st March 2020.
So it's actually April 2019
to March 2020. Okay.
So Q1 FY20.
And financial year is divided into 4 quarters of 3 months each.
So Q1 FY20 is actually 2019.
Yes, it is April, May, June of 2019. Q2 FY20 is July, August, September of 2019. Q3 FY20 would be October, November, December of 2019. And Q4 FY20 would be January, February, March of 2020. Now we have finally come into 2020.
Okay. So when you say FY20, it basically means April 2019 to March 2020.
Correct.
All right. That's clear.
Okay.
Then there's a thing called segment of loan.
So let's look at what is segment of loan, right? Segment of loan seems to be in 3 categories. There are commercial loans.
Commercial is given to businesses.
Given to businesses.
Yeah.
To
Business
run a
loan.
business.
To run a business.
Hmm?
It could be for trading. Could be for inventory.
Shopkeeper has to buy
inventory.
some goods.
To keep inventory. Right?
Yeah.
So for that he needs money.
Correct.
Because he will get the money later.
Correct.
You could be just trade finance. Like I might have done some project work for you.
Yeah.
And you will pay me later.
Correct.
Meanwhile, working capital have to take care.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Have to hire labor and all
Yes.
that. So for that I might need a loan.
Correct.
Or I might just be exporting some thing.
Money will come after 3 months.
After I ship it, it will reach there. That guy will accept the product. Then only I'll get the money. Like that.
Yes.
So there will be some time period.
Yes.
So these are all commercial loans. Or I might just buy some. I will take a loan to manufacture something. I'm a manufacturer. I may actually have to buy.
I may even take a loan to set up a factory.
To set up a factory, which is a capital purchase, right?
So all of these are commercial.
These are all commercial loans.
Yes.
And
second big category is retail.
Retail is what we saw already.
Correct.
Buying a scooter or.
So it could be buying a house, buying a scooter, getting a degree. Buying a television or a refrigerator.
Yeah.
It could be a personal loan.
Just be a personal loan.
It could just be.
I may just take a loan to do some expense.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
for a wedding or something.
Yeah. Wedding loans are very common. I think it could be a loan because somebody fell ill.
No, typically these kind of loans, whether you do commercial or retail or whatever, the lender will see. Different types of lenders are there, but lender will be worried if he gives a larger ticket loan, and he'll want to securitize it, right? He will.
So my sense, GV, is that commercial loans will typically be bigger tickets because businesses will borrow.
So if they are doing capital purchase, that means they're buying something and for which they need loan.
Then it is typically.
Then the bank can basically just
mortgage.
It can be mortgage. The bank can say that if you don't repay the loan,
I'll take over the factory.
You're buying a piece of equipment. You're buying a machine which is worth 3 crores. Bank will not give 3 crores. It will say, I'll give you 2 crores. You put 1 crore and you buy the machine. And if you don't pay, I'll take back that machine and then I'll sell it in the market. Maybe I'll get 2.5 crores and I get my money back.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So that way the bank is reasonably ensured that they can get their money back. But in the case of, similarly for land also, house also, same thing. I can always mortgage. I can take the house. In case you don't pay the loan, I will take away the house. But
same thing for two-wheelers also.
But if you're doing a project or something, there's nothing. Hypothecate.
There's nothing.
But in this case, typically banks will see the contract. They'll see the validity of the contract, right? So if you've basically got an export order, and if it's from a well-known, reputed company, or if you've got an order from Tata or something, it's a reputed company. Okay, it's a purchase order you have in your hand. So against that, the bank feels confident that if you can deliver it, that the company will pay. And against that, they can get their money back.
Correct.
So that's how they feel comfortable. That something is there, at least a contract is there.
But my guess is that a loan like that probably has a slightly higher interest rate.
It would have a higher interest rate. They will look at your track record of repaying such loans. Then only they'll give you a loan like that, right? Retail is not like that, but no. Retail, of course, if you're buying a scooter, I can mortgage a scooter.
See, I think if you're using it to buy an asset, like a house or a scooter or a car,
then there's no problem.
Then there is still,
something.
It is an asset backing.
Education.
A television or a refrigerator is a little bit, even if the bank takes the refrigerator back, who will they sell it to?
They can't sell it.
Right?
Or education loan.
Education loan is and personal loans, right? People just take loans for weddings as an example. It's unclear what.
So retail loan. So in this case, you just have to go with the track record of that person, and whether he is employed, he is getting a salary. I look at the salary slip. I get the confidence that this person has got an income.
But I think the other thing banks also do, GV, is that as the loan becomes riskier, they charge a higher interest rate. So a mortgage is probably the cheapest retail loan that you can get. A personal loan,
especially house.
Yeah, because they know what they can, they know how they can recover the money. They can just go take over the house.
So the more the risk, the more the
interest rate.
Okay.
Isn't it? Yeah. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the interest rate data here, but
Microfinance is the third category, which basically is for small loans.
Yes.
Small shopkeeper.
Small trade loans.
Trade loans.
Huh? So,
vendor.
there's a vegetable guy who needs 1,000 rupees.
An ironing guy who's doing ironing
Correct.
might want to buy a new iron box or something.
Correct.
Take a microfinance loan. Something like that. Very,
Classic
very small
actually is a shopkeeper who buys vegetables in the morning, has to sell all of those vegetables by end of day.
And then he returns the loan.
Yes.
One day.
So, essentially you've got a single day loan. And it's small. It's like
very
probably 10,000 rupees, not more than 10,000 rupees.
Very small ticket size loans. All right.
Okay.
So, I think the category of loan is clear. Then there is some lender names.
So, there are 3 lenders that we've got data for. There's a company called Bajaj Finserv, there's a company called ICICI, and there's a company called SBI.
State Bank.
State Bank.
So, these are 3 categories. There are different types of lenders, I think.
Correct.
State Bank basically is a public sector, government bank.
Yes.
Of course, some shares are owned by the public, but
yeah,
it's majority owned by the government of India. So, it's a government bank, and ICICI is a private bank, but both are banks.
Yes.
And then Bajaj Finserv is a company that belongs to a category called non-banking finance company. It's not a bank. Non-banking is not a bank. They don't have a banking license. So, strictly speaking, non-banking finance companies can't take deposits.
Correct.
Banks can take deposits. So, since banks take deposits from you and me, we put our savings in the bank, deposits in the bank. They take deposits, and then with these deposits, they can create a pool of money, which then they can lend. But non-banking finance company does not have deposits, so they don't have a source of income, a sort of money. They don't have inflow. They can lend money, so they have to get the money from somewhere. So NBFC might take the money from a bank and lend it. That's one possibility. NBFC can raise money by corporate deposits or some other thing. They have to do their own innovative way of raising money, or they have to borrow the money from a bank. So they may borrow money from the bank at 8% and
lend it out at 11%.
and get this what is called net interest margin of 3% on there, and then try to survive on that. So that's how the NBFCs operate.
Sure.
So Bajaj Finserv. So I guess there are 3 example companies which represent 3 different categories.
Correct.
The non-banking finance companies,
public sector
banks, and the private sector banks. These are the major players.
Yes. Now, type of loan. Type of loan can be agricultural loans.
Loan for agriculture.
Yes. So as an example,
seeds,
I will need to buy fertilizers.
Fertilizers.
I need to buy seeds. I need to
Labor.
buy insecticides.
You may have to hire labor.
Yeah. I need to rent a tractor.
Tractor. Yes. You may have to do that.
Things like that.
Auto
loans.
Auto loans.
Auto loans is what we have been discussing for a while. So we understand. Business loans also we discussed, right?
Yeah.
Commercial vehicle loans. So commercial vehicle loan is interesting. It's an intersection of commercial loans and vehicle loans. Right?
Yeah.
So there's a truck as an example, or a water tanker, or a oil tanker, things like that.
Correct. Bus also.
Bus.
Yeah.
Right?
School bus.
School bus.
And run a school bus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Consumer durable loans, we discussed, television, refrigerators, air conditioners.
Yes.
Many of these people take on loan. Credit card. Now, what is a credit card?
This is not actually a loan. It's not it's a different.
It's a loan.
It's a different. It's coming from the other side.
What do you mean?
In the sense that the others are objects for which loan is given. Commercial vehicles, for the vehicle you are giving a loan.
Correct.
You are not giving a loan for credit card.
No. It's a mechanism of giving a loan. It is a mechanism of giving a loan.
Loans that are given via credit card.
Correct.
Small ticket, or it could be travel, for example, mostly.
Quite a few people do travel.
You'll buy hotel.
Vacations.
You'll do with credit card, or you might buy jewelry. I don't know. Very rarely you might do that with credit card.
Education loan.
Big one. Yeah. Very long gestation period, right?
Yes.
Like home loan.
Yes.
Gold loan.
Gold loan, I think, is when you place gold as a security and take a loan.
So like credit card.
Purpose of the loan is not relevant.
It's not to buy gold.
It's not to buy gold.
So vehicle loan is to buy vehicle. Gold loan is not to buy gold.
It is loan against gold.
So it's like credit card in that sense.
Right.
Gold is being used to make a loan.
Right. Home loans. Personal loans are loans for which the objective is not clear. I mean, doesn't have to be declared.
Yeah.
Property loan. Property loan again is, I think, in the gold loan category. It is a loan against property.
Yeah.
object is, why you want the loan is not relevant.
Yeah.
It is a loan against property.
Yeah.
And two-wheeler loans is
We have
what
already
we've been.
seen, yeah.
Actually, I think vehicle loans probably means four-wheeler loans. Auto loans probably means four-wheeler loans.
Auto is four-wheeler.
And two-wheeler loans is two-wheeler
Two-wheelers.
loans. Okay. And some of these things don't fit into this category. Like microfinance, I think there's none of this, right? So it's just blank.
Okay. Yeah. The cattle and all that, goats.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is.
We don't know.
Okay. The next thing is, what was the value of the loan originally sanctioned?
Oh, originally sanctioned.
Now, why is this important? So, let us say I took a loan for 1 lakh. And I was supposed to repay that over 5 years. At the end of the second year, I have repaid 3 lakhs.
There's still some left.
There is 7 lakhs left. So, the original value of the loan is 10 lakhs. Outstanding value
is 3 lakhs.
Is 7
lakhs. 7 lakhs. So, both are important.
Both are important.
Both are important. So, you can see that some loans are really big. 36 crores, 90 lakhs, 96,000. I can see one
this is actually even bigger, right? This is
all commercial loans, that's right.
Yeah, let's see. This is 1.5 crores.
Not 1.5 crores.
This is 1.5 crores. This is.
No, but there is some 36 crores also is there.
Oh yeah, this is
36 crores, 90 lakhs, 96,000.
Correct.
Okay.
Actually, we'll do one thing. If you put commas, then the things become easier to read.
No?
So this is 15 million rupees, which is 1.5 crores. This is 261 million. There's 369 million. There's 36.9, 37 crores. Actually, it would be interesting to, maybe we should just sort this. Just curiosity.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Sorted by G. Declining.
Oh, sorry. I should have done custom sort. No? Custom.
By G.
By column G.
Largest to smallest. Yeah.
So there is something that is 41 crores. 41 crores. And it's clear, GV, all the big loans are commercial.
And then it starts falling off. Can you see? 20, it became 2 crores. Just go down. By the time you have 8,000 entries. No?
Correct.
So we are still in 50.
Yeah.
Good. Just go. I think it'll fall below 1 crore before you reach 100. Yeah. See? It's done.
Yeah, it's already below 1 crore. Here.
See?
84th.
We are only 80 out of 8,000. 1% is above 1 crore.
Yeah.
Even in commercial loans, it started falling.
So this is
small. You see the tail will be very long. It's called long tail, right?
Yeah.
Long tail means that the distribution is
correct
like that. Okay.
Correct.
Like that is going along.
Yeah, these are like all 1 lakh loans.
There are many 1 lakh loans. We are still in 400. Remember 800.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are going to fall below 1 lakh before we go to 800, which is 10%.
See, we have gone below 1 lakh.
In 500 itself. Only 1% of the loans are above 1 lakh. Good God.
And now you see what are the kind of loans, right? Now they're no longer commercial. It's all retail and microfinance.
Go down. Go down. I want to see how small the loan gets. Do you have 500 rupee loan? Very unlikely, no?
No, it could be actually.
Some data itself is not there.
Some data itself is not there.
Okay.
Yeah, but it goes down to about 1,000.
500 be 465 smallest. Okay, anyway. So 2,000, 3,000 like that. 3,700. Okay.
Okay.
Tells you something. We have only data for 4,000.
But this actually, GV, and we'll probably see this in a later case study, this is fairly typical of data sets. That if you have a large data set, a very small number of items
will represent
a very large percentage of the,
Yeah. That's 80-20 or whatever.
80-20 kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
So let us once again remove the sort. So custom sort. Now I will sort on column A. which is how it was.
It wasn't sorted on A.
It wasn't sorted on A.
Just undo, sir. Control Z.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now,
so we have original loan size and we have outstanding loan size.
What is the next one? Age.
Age. And why is the age of the borrower important? Especially in
Ability
retail
to repay.
loans, it impacts the ability to repay. So, as an example, if I am a 50-year-old man and I want to take a mortgage for 20 years and I am going to retire at 60, then it is unclear to the bank how I am going to repay after 60.
They are not likely to give you a loan.
Correct.
For 20 years. They will give you a 10-year loan.
Correct.
Maybe 15 years.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, therefore, the age of the borrower is relevant.
Relevant.
What is the other thing that is relevant? Is what is my income? Because the bank wants to know if based on my income, I have the capability of paying my EMIs.
Commercial means income must be the company's income.
Company's income. Yeah, company's income, individual's income.
Individual income. If it's personal loan, it will be individual income.
Correct. The next is a column called new to credit, which means first time borrower. Okay. This goes back, GV, to your point of financial savvy. Anybody who is a first time borrower probably doesn't have financial savvy.
Yes. If he has borrowed many times and returned many times, he is likely
to borrow once again and return once again.
Correct. Yes,
Isn't
the habit of
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last column is some demographic data, which is gender, male and female.
There could be others.
There could be others.
Yeah. Geography of origination.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, this is a few fields are there, so it should be more easier to
analyze.
But at the same time, I think it's rich because
Correct.
we have 8,000 entries.
Correct.
For 4,000.
4,000. Yeah.